The 5 timeless Stoic teachings that unlock true happiness. We all want to be happy. It's one of the most universal human desires. We chase it in our careers, our relationships, our goals. Yet despite all our efforts, despite checking the boxes of what society tells us should make us happy, so many of us still feel empty, unfulfilled, as if happiness is always just one step ahead, never quite within our reach. But what if the reason we feel this way isn't because we're not doing enough, but because we've been looking in the wrong place? The Stoic philosophers, men like Epictetus, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, lived thousands of years ago. Yet their teachings are more relevant today than ever. They understood that happiness doesn't come from chasing wealth, success, or even pleasure. It comes from cultivating inner strength, clarity, and peace, from mastering your response to life rather than trying to control everything around you. In this video, we'll explore 5 timeless Stoic principles that have the power to transform your relationship with life and unlock a happiness that's deep, lasting, and completely within your control. 1. Control what you can, accept what you can't. One of the foundational ideas of Stoicism is this: happiness isn't about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to what happens. Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." It's a simple truth, but when fully understood and applied, it's life-changing. Think about how often we stress over things beyond our control, the opinions of others, traffic, unexpected changes, setbacks, or even the past. We waste enormous energy trying to change what's already out of our hands. And in doing so, we rob ourselves of peace. Imagine the freedom that comes when you stop fighting the uncontrollable and instead focus all your energy on the one thing you always have power over: your attitude, your effort, your choices. The Stoics teach us that this is where true happiness begins, not by changing the world, but by changing how we meet the world. So ask yourself, right now, what's something you're struggling with that's outside your control? And what would happen if, instead of resisting it, you simply accepted it and redirected your energy inward? That shift alone can begin to dissolve anxiety and restore clarity. 2. Embrace adversity as a teacher. When adversity strikes, it's easy to feel like life is unfair. We ask, "Why me?" We get angry, discouraged, overwhelmed. But the Stoics saw difficulty differently. Seneca, the Roman philosopher, believed that hardships aren't curses, they're opportunities. Difficulties strengthen the mind, he said, as labor does the body. Adversity is part of life. No one escapes it. The question is, how do you face it? Instead of resisting struggle, the Stoics encourage us to lean into it, to see it as a furnace in which strength, patience, and wisdom are forged. Every challenge you've faced has shaped you in some way. Some have made you wiser. Some have made you stronger. Some taught you resilience, but only if you chose to learn from them. Think back to a time when life didn't go your way. Maybe it was heartbreak, failure, loss. Did it destroy you, or did it build something inside you? The truth is, discomfort is where growth lives. When you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" you shift from victim to student. And that mindset alone can change everything. Happiness doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from the confidence that whatever comes your way, you'll be able to handle it. Learn from it, and become better because of it. 3. Practice daily gratitude. In our pursuit of happiness, we often fall into a trap: the constant desire for more. More money, more recognition, more success. But as soon as we get what we wanted, the satisfaction fades, and we're on to the next thing. This is where the Stoics offer one of their most powerful teachings: the practice of gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, kept a daily journal. In it, he would remind himself of the blessings in his life. He wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude is the antidote to dissatisfaction. It grounds us in the present and helps us see the abundance already around us. You don't need to wait for life to be perfect to feel grateful. In fact, it's often in the imperfect moments that the deepest gratitude can be found. Start by reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for each day, big or small. A meaningful conversation, a warm cup of coffee, a quiet moment of peace. As you make this a habit, you'll begin to train your mind to focus not on what's missing, but on what's already here. And the more you appreciate your life, the happier you'll become. 4. Live according to nature. Living according to nature was a core idea in Stoic philosophy. But what does it actually mean? It's not just about being in harmony with the environment. It's about living in alignment with your true nature as a human being. It means understanding that you are part of a greater whole, and your purpose is to live a life of virtue, meaning, and authenticity. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, believed that living in accordance with nature is the path to happiness because it brings us into alignment with the natural flow of life, rather than fighting against it. So many of our struggles come from trying to be someone we're not, from resisting reality, or from comparing ourselves to others. But happiness blooms when we embrace who we are, flaws, strengths, emotions, desires, and live with honesty and integrity. Living according to nature means honoring your values. It means speaking truthfully, acting courageously, and pursuing what matters deeply to you, not what others say you should want. When your actions match your values, when your words match your beliefs, and when your life reflects your true self, that's when you find peace. That's when you stop chasing happiness and start living it. 5. Seek virtue, not pleasure. In a world driven by consumption, instant gratification, and social approval, it's easy to believe that pleasure equals happiness. We think if we can just get the next big thing, achieve the next goal, or feel good all the time, we'll finally be happy. But the Stoics taught a deeper truth. Happiness doesn't come from pleasure, it comes from virtue. Epictetus said, "Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control, and some things are not. And among the things we can control are the virtues we cultivate: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance." Virtue is not about being perfect. It's about striving to be better every day. It's choosing honesty when it's hard, choosing kindness when it's inconvenient, choosing discipline when comfort tempts you. When you live a life rooted in virtue, you develop an unshakable kind of happiness, because it isn't dependent on how much you own, how others treat you, or whether things go your way. It's a happiness born from self-respect and meaning. So ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? What values do I want to embody, not just when things are easy, but especially when they're hard. When you begin to answer those questions with action, you step into a life that feels fuller, deeper, and more aligned. Final thoughts. These 5 Stoic teachings: control what you can, embrace adversity, practice gratitude, live according to nature, and seek virtue, aren't just ideas. They are powerful principles that, when practiced, can transform how you see the world and how you live each day. Happiness isn't found in the next success, the next relationship, or the next escape. It's something you build, thought by thought, choice by choice, moment by moment. It's not out there. It's already within you, waiting to be unlocked. If these ideas resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Which of these teachings do you most need in your life right now? How will you begin to live it today? And if you're ready to go deeper into the wisdom of Stoicism and continue your journey toward a more peaceful, powerful, and purposeful life, make sure to check out my other videos. There's so much more to explore. Remember, happiness is not out of reach. It's within your control.